Hey everyone, Steph from Dalton Partners here. I've just been lucky enough to have a bit of me time sitting at the hairdressers for a little while, and while I was there I had my third offer and acceptance on a property for this week, and it just reminded me I've had a few people coming to me asking why am I not selling and what's the market doing, is it slowing down in Newcastle? So I thought I'd jump on here and give my 2 cents worth. Really, I think it comes down to a few factors. Well, one is obviously the market, and to be honest, Newcastle has slowed down a little bit. We are seeing properties stay on the market for a few weeks extra, but they are still selling and they are still getting really good dollars. So I don't think that that's an excuse at the moment. After that, it really comes down to, I think, a few points, and they are presentation, marketing, price, and your agent. Firstly, presentation. Have you decluttered the house? Is it freshened up? Have you looked at the front lawn? Is your street appeal on point? Do people want to come in your home? If you've done those simple things, then that shouldn't be the problem. After that comes the marketing. This is where your agent comes in. Have they done professional photography? Is there a floor plan? Do you know how many buyers I've had tell me they won't go and see a property unless there's a professional floor plan there, because they want to know the layout. They don't want to waste their precious time coming to a house without really knowing what they're in for. So that's another thing. Then it comes down to, where are they marketing it? Are they on all of the websites? But not only that, are they putting you on a prime position, or are you that tiny little ad down the bottom that no one's seeing, where they're flicking through really quickly? And then Facebook. I mean, everyone's on their phones, everyone's on social media. It's really easy these days to get on Facebook and reach your market. So if they're not advertising on Facebook, I just think that that's not going to help you out, and you need to be asking these questions. Next comes price. I guess first question is, has your agent given you a good price indication with backup data? It's no point giving you a price of something that you've maybe said to them that you would love to get, or you saw the neighbour down the street get, but their house isn't even compared to yours. You need to have solid data. So look at what they've given you, go into it, do your research, Google each of the properties. There'll be pictures there. You'll be able to see, do they have the same bedrooms? Do they have the same bathrooms? What's the state of it like? Have they renovated? Is it bigger? Do they have more car parks? All of these things are really important. If your agent has given you some but not so relevant, ask the question, put it back on them. I see too many vendors putting their property on the market for sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars more than any statistical evidence actually says it's worth. And to me, that's just shooting yourself in the foot. You need to have the pricing right from the start to get the people in, to get those dream figures. And then that's where your agent comes in. Are they just dropping their fee to get your business, having 100 listings at one time, spreading their time thin? Are they really looking after you and after the buyers? Because that's the most important thing. Are they getting back to people after inspections? Are they only having Saturdays? Or are they opening it on the weekdays, or by private inspection, just to be flexible? People work all different hours, have sporting commitments, have children. They need to be able to show the property at any time. And then it comes down to, as well, whether they know the market. Do they know the options that are out there for buyers? Unfortunately, not as simple as clean cut, offer accepted, done deal anymore. Some people need extra time. They need longer settlements. They need to rent the property back off you. If your agent isn't up to date with this sort of stuff, you could lose a buyer that might be a little bit tricky, but they can get the deal done eventually, and they could be your best buyer. So if your agent is not there for you, if they're not understanding the market and they're not providing you with the best service, then how can you get a good result? It could cost you a sale, or it could cost you thousands of dollars in a sale. So really, that's an important question. Put that back on your agent. Ask them what they're going to provide you in service. Ask them what their follow-ups are for buyers that come through. They're important questions. So I think they're the things to look at. Try and remove the emotion from it. Look at it objectively. Really analyse how your sale is going, and I'm sure you'll be able to see why you may not have sold in a market where you should. And if you really have any problems and you need some extra advice, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to talk to anyone. And yeah, hopefully you get sold soon. Thanks.